Hello, and welcome to part 2 of Ghostpedia. Last time we became a train for some reason, and then not a train. Alright, on with the video. By the time I wake up, it's completely dark outside. Ghosts are nocturnal creatures, and thus the town's bustling with liveliness. No dream again. The pain in my leg and the damage on my clothes have both vanished, as if nothing had happened. I'm just a little relieved. I think I woke up much earlier than usual. I check outside the window again as part of my daily habit to see how much time is left before sunrise. We need to talk. I've seen an electric bulletin board before, but it's pretty hazardly made, too, where the wires are poking out and the duct tape stuck there, here and there, probably handmade. It's been lazily stuck to the wall of a building facing my apartment. I've got a hunch of who put it there. Almost everything in the world can be fixed with a little duct tape. I still visibly remember her voice, but maybe that's because I heard her voice just yesterday. Bring! The phone starts to ring right on cue. I check to see if my socks are on and if my boot and coat are there. I comb my hair with my fingers. It's probably just messy again. It's not like I've got time to fix it properly, though. I'm off. I turn the doorknob and pull hard. What? I open the door to see a ghost standing in a common area of the apartment hallway. She's a grown-up child? Or childish adult. By appearances, she could go either way. But if you ask me, I know her as the former. I think she's beautiful. Even as she starts talking, she doesn't stop filing her nails. She's number 2 on my list of people I'd rather not see right now. If it's not obvious, number 1 on the list is that redheaded girl named, the ghost named Anya. Pacifica? So I think it's still Sayako, but I'm gonna go with that, and if it's wrong, I'm really sorry. Long time no see, Sayako. I hear her voice in a somewhat friendly tone. It takes everything I have to keep my mind from unraveling. Pacifica's very smart. I get the feeling that all of this was part of those girls' plan to get to me. Those two know me. Probably have for longer than I've known them. I need to go on a walk. I know I can't oppose her, but I know I can't just not oppose her either. Listen, I'll let the thing stop first. Listen to what I have to say, and you can go on your way as many walks you like. I'm getting dizzy. Pacifica speaks softly, in a firm formatitude. I don't think anyone can meaningfully oppose her anyways. The phone keeps ringing behind the door I just shut. It's kind of nauseating, I think. But I'm sure you'll find what I have to say quite interesting. It's not like I don't want to hear it, but why me? Please, don't get the wrong idea. I just need help. Help? Pacifica takes a step forward, closing a distance between us. My body tenses up. I couldn't be sure she isn't carrying a knife. Not like she's allowed to. Whatever. I'll just put up with it for now. It's not like I die or anything. As I let my thoughts run wild, I suddenly smell something sweet, something relaxing. A new ghost has arrived. Pacifica brings her face close and whispers in my ear. It sends shivers down my spine, blowing away both the nausea and sleepiness. A new ghost? Pacifica breath tickles my earlobe. The tip of my toes tingle and my shoulders freeze in place. Oh yeah, I guess ghosts breathe too, huh? Shush, not so loud. It's still a secret. Don't whisper in my ear. Like I said, not so loud. Pacifica only whispering in my ear for secrecy's sake, but my ears are so sensitive I can't focus on what she's saying. Okay. I'll listen. I'll hear you out at least. Really? Thank you. I thought you might say that. May I come into your room? Let's have a private talk, woman to woman. Pacifica gently smiles from ear to ear, like a flower blooming. I feel guilty thinking that there's nothing about me that deserves a smile like that. I got an
inferiority
complex. But how I'll never be able to
smile like that.
Oh, I pressed the before I was supposed to. Those two thoughts gouge out my heart. Pardon the intrusion. Since I haven't even locked the door yet, Pacifica opens it on her own and starts walking in, but then stops in place. Whoa. Pacifica? I mustn't forget my ninja manners. Ninja? Before she crosses the threshold into my room, Pacifica places her hands together and bows. What is up with that? I heard that this is... Oh, that wrong voice. I heard that this was a ninja custom. That's news to me. No way! Apparently I've become known as the ninja in this town without even knowing about it. That is kind of concerning in its own right, but for some reason, it's oddly satisfying to see Pacifica blush. It's a pleasant sight, I guess. Upon entering the room, Pacifica makes a beeline for the phone and picks it up. She simply says, "Yes, it's me. Yes, that's right. Please, yes, please wait. Goodbye," then hangs up. I brought you something. Sorry, but could you boil some water? I place a pot on the stove and return to the table. Pacifica takes the bottle of instant coffee out of her handbag. She takes out a tin of preserved biscuits. Ah! What's wrong, Saeko? Oh, I was thinking this is what I had for my last meal too. You mean... Oh gosh, there's so many typing. Okay. You mean when oh gosh. My brain just slipped there for a second. You mean when oh gosh, what is up with my brain? I keep getting distracted by random things in my room. You mean when Anya made a mess on the crotch of her plain Jane overalls? Probably, yeah. How long ago was that? No idea. I haven't much of an appetite. It's not like I'll die anyways. My goodness! As I boil the water, I listen to Pacifica scold me, saying I should take better care of myself, and it's not a matter of living or dying, and soon enough the 2 cups of coffee are ready. She unseals the biscuit tin and tugs at the pull tab. It seems like a fairly decent meal to me. So about that new ghost. I didn't realize the town could even get new ghosts. Of course it can't. At least it shouldn't. That's what makes it such a mystery. The town has always been said of the number of the same ghosts, 1,024 to be exact. That number never increased nor decreased. Nobody's ever said anything about it, but I figured it would be some sort of internal rule. I do not know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel like adding one more ghost won't make much of a difference. Maybe someone decided 1,025 was a nicer number. She's a girl, around your age, Sayako. I see. For some reason, my heart skips a beat. A second later, my chest feels somewhat warm, somewhat numb. In another word, I feel fidgety. Hehe. Anyways, I thought we should throw her a welcoming party. Pacifica, I couldn't resist laughing. It looks has if she was reading my mind. Like she knows me better than I know myself. But does she know that this feeling is exactly? We'll have to throw her one that's especially due to the circumstances. What circumstances? The church is examining her. She most likely will be tired once they release her. So we'll have to show her a fun time to make up for it. The church. The town's biggest congregation of ghosts, and it also serves as a peacekeeping organization. Headed by a priest, they do political policy and politics. And thus the priest is more like a town mayor. Very few ghosts know what goes on in the church, but Pacifica, a pretty influential ghost as far as they go, I guess she got that information from an inside source. The church is still doing things like that, huh? Some sort of immigration inspection, I suppose, but is that really necessary? It sounds like they're doing it because they want to. I hate the church, particularly their attitude, even after the townspeople became ghosts and overcame death. The church still wants to control people under a guise of politics. It's almost like the ghosts are pretending to be alive, and it's so forced. I feel like there are other things that bother me about them, but the anchor makes my head feel hazy. Like, yeah, my head always feels hazy, but you know what I mean. So I can't remember what it is I'm angry about. You still hate the church, I see. Well, I do too. Those guys are poop. Church is poop! Church is poop. Okay. The two of us laugh, like two boys in uniform merrymaking and oozing with pleasure and ultra rated youth. Youth, that's exactly what a word I can relate to. So, Sayako, will you help me out? Okay, I'll help if I can. Thank you. I'm so happy. And cry noises. When Pacifica hugs me tight, my body stiffens. There's nothing I can do. I figured I needed some sort of opportunity to do this, so I've been waiting for for a long time. I'm so happy I could talk to you like this. Pacifica talks earnestly between sobs. That's right. While she may act overly mature sometimes, that's all it is, an act. Everyone who is close to her knows this. Huh. I remember more than I thought. I feel happy I remembered. But it feels odd that she's got some attachment to me. A swirl of emotion, like swirling barbershop pole. Pacifica, as gentle as ever, she hasn't changed. What about me? It feels like I've changed a little, the same way milk changes after the expiration date. A change that you smell in a single whiff. I can't go back to being me. I suppose that's how I describe the way I feel. I guess I'll just keep looking for an excuse. You've always been so close. I just need a little courage to speak out to you. There's nothing I can say. Being touched makes me feel safe. I don't want to let you go ever again. But at the same time, it almost makes me anxious. After all, I have no idea how I'll ever replace someone who makes me feel this happy. If I get too comfortable taking advantage of her kindness, she might start to hate me. And I don't want her to hate me. I can't find the words to say, but it's just a simple hug. All of those feelings are inside me. And I'm too afraid that I'll end up crushing this moment to dust. And just like that, the happiness has faded away completely, leaving nothing but coarse anxiety coursing through my heart. And I'm not used to dealing with kindness. I'm gonna move my mic, so if that made a loud noise, I apologize. Pacifica suddenly lets go for a second, and I hear I felt that my worst fear had come true, but in reality, it was slightly different. Sorry, Psycho, but, what is it? Are you showering properly? You smell kind of like spoiled milk. Oh, now that you mentioned it, I haven't showered since the other day. Which other day? You know when Anya spilled coffee on those ugly overalls of hers? The poop talked. I can't. The poop talked? Pacifica leaps backwards away from me. There's a look of fear on her face she probably wouldn't want anyone else to normally see. Well, I mean, if nobody else came to see me, the air is not humid, why bother showering? What happened to I don't want to let you go ever again? What? Who asked you? 100-year-old poop? It's been 100 years? The very concept of the calendar has disappeared from this town, so time has become incredibly ambiguous. Individually, a day is simple to track, but the days pile up. It's possible to keep track of the months and years. You have an easier time counting the sands in the desert of the snow surrounding this town, one grain at a time. If you think about it, I suppose it's not normal to go this long without showering, huh? Maybe I really have changed. Am I trying to reclaim myself? Take a shower now! Okay? My fear of being separated from Pacifica turns into fear of Pacifica herself. I stop thinking, grab a towel, and head to the bathroom as quick as possible.